We're glad that you're with us. It is Monday, Janine. It is Monday, and we're ready to rock. We've got a lot of things going on. We've got our 21-day self-mastery. We've got the journal challenge, something for everyone. But believe it or not, this FastTrack is the most important class we teach. This is the one that has helped so many people lose weight. The results when you follow the shibboleth shield the right way are more potent, more powerful than anything you'll get from pharmaceuticals. Don't believe me? Bring a friend who's on one of those pharmaceuticals and you don't do it, and you follow this program, let them do their thing. We'll see. We'll run laps around them. Food combinations work. So we give you the tools. Hey, Cindy, we give you the tools that you need to get the job done. We can give you the tools, but we can't make you use the tools. That's where lesson 1 of FastTrack comes into play. We've got to have a profound why. If you're just getting started with us, we go through the entire FastTrack system every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. It's our way of ministering. It's free to the public. FastTrack is. And we will provide you, whether it be meal plans you need or the recorded videos from each day. All you got to do is let myself and the team know what you need, and we will do everything within reason to get you what you need so that you can change your life, change your lifestyle. With this program, I lost more than 44 pounds in less than 6 weeks, more than 100 pounds in less than 6 months. And now tens of thousands of people have recorded millions of pounds lost, untold prescription medications to be gone. And we all do that together, bowing our head and giving praise to the one that made it happen, and that's Jesus. So we're starting lesson 1 today. What I need you to do, whether you're new here or you're doing the smart thing. What do I mean by the smart thing? The smart thing is, if you've ever had a problem with food addiction or your weight or any health-related issue as it relates to food and nutrition and snacking and the need for behavior modification, if you've ever had a problem that was significant, 30 pounds or more, probably should get our minds around once a month going through FastTrack. That's the smart thing to do, because I don't care who it is. I've been doing it 20 years. And if I don't hover around the information and stay aware, I tend to drift back toward bad habits. I get complacent. And then even hearing myself talk about it, I'm like, yep, that insulin, I got to keep it controlled. That's a nasty thing if it's unchecked. So the smart thing to do is, no matter how many times, Will, you've been through FastTrack, is to stay around the information, stay aware, stay vigilant. Because that diet devil, he's kind of dumb. The diet devil's kind of dumb, but he's also cunning. He's also very cunning. And he doesn't tell you a big old lie. You know a Reese Cup's bad for you, but you may not know eating an apple at 10 o'clock by itself is not a good idea if you're trying to lose weight. You might not know that eating that tater with that steak is not a good idea if you're trying to lose weight. So, we're learning nutrition together. It's always wise to go back through FastTrack and pretend you're brand new again. And I hope that you'll do that. And anytime you get off you get away from,
yes.
You get away from the bullseye on the dartboard, FastTrack teaches you where the bullseye's at. That's what we do in FastTrack. We're all going to drift. FastTrack brings it, things aren't going well, the bathroom scales keep creeping up on us, come back to the bullseye. And that's a shibboleth perfect day. There's 2 types of days. There's the perfect day and there's the holiday. There is no in between. I will throw this in there. for myself, when I have more than 6 holidays a month, if I'm trying to lose weight, I start calling them blow it days. Holidays meant to be, hey, that's part of the program. But if I keep doing it, I'm kind of blowing it. I don't believe in being hard with myself anymore because I took a few days off. But if it begins to be a trend, you have to buffet the flesh. The Bible says to buffet the flesh. It does not say to buffet it. So we want to, be sober, be vigilant, be mature. That's why it's called a perfect day. So we're either going to have perfect days or holidays. If you so much as lick the cheese dust off a dirty Dorito, that's a holiday. Because after the lick goes the crunch, after the crunch goes the entire bag, and you know it. So if you even get close to the fire, something's going to jump out of that fire and bite you. So you got to be careful with your terms. You can get to where you're having lukewarm days, so-so days. You're even managing your calories well. And you'll see that the scales begin to creep back up on you. So we're going to learn about how to have a perfect day. And good news, it is easy to do. By the way, everybody repeat after me. Losing weight is easy. Y'all don't believe that, do you? It is. It feels good to say it too. It's easy. It's not easy. That's the wrong way. It's easy. Hey, it's a lot easier to go on and do what you need to lose weight than it is to stay overweight from my vantage point. It's just not that hard when we get our mind right. So if it's so easy, why aren't more people losing weight? Because it's easy not to. It's easy not to. It's easy to eat what you want, when you want, as much as you want. But if we think it's hard to have in the morning, let's say I'm eating all organic and natural, and I have an egg white and spinach omelet with some Sargento reduced fat cheese. That's easy if you like omelets. Mushrooms, bell peppers. That's easy. Lunchtime. Pull out mom's leftover tenderloin and green beans. Sounds pretty good to me. Dinner time. Oh, have me a portion control plate of Travis's spaghetti. And I don't eat seconds because I won't need them, because I'm eating good nutrient dense pasta. And I'm not eating that white pasta, that white Mueller's pasta. Then I stop. I'm done for the day. If we think that's hard, we have gotten soft. We have gotten very soft, and that's just not hard. If you think that's hard, I highly recommend that we all enter the prayer closet, because that's not hard. That's not a struggle. The struggle bus is being in Afghanistan, wondering if you're going to get your white rice portion this week. That's hard. This ain't hard. It's easy. Travis, I can't cook. It's okay. That's the diet devil talking. That's not you talking. Travis, I don't have time to cook those meals, so I can't do your program. Can you have a Mighty Muffin? Can you have a sandwich? This evening, can you have some you're on a budget, some canned approved salmon? Go old school. Can you have an approved hot dog this evening with approved bread? It's easy. It's all easy. It's just this, getting this right. Okay. So that's what we're going to be focused on, is just getting our mind right, understanding the information. Lesson 1 is about inspiring ourselves to pick up the tool and use it. I talked to a sister, she may be here. We talked over the weekend through messaging quite a bit, and won't call her name because she may be here, but she said what a lot of people say. She said, she asked, what do you think I need? Because she's been struggling for years. And I said, I don't know. What do you think you need? She said, I think that I need a boot camp where I'm isolated on a boot camp and I can only eat what's there at the boot camp, and I have somebody monitoring me daily and supporting me and holding me accountable. I said, that sounds awesome. I would like that too. And by the way, those things exist, Brother Joseph. They might cost you $20,000, but they do exist. But it would not do you any good. It's like weight loss surgery. As soon as you're off the boot camp, but I had this was the conversation. If you're here, it's a good conversation because many of us feel that way. After you got the weight off at boot camp, stayed there for a year, got the weight off, they had Intervention Island. Yeah, we need a boot camp called Intervention Island. So we got you on Intervention Island, and a year later, you come out of there, you're in prison, you're in my jail, and I fed you, and I fussed at you, and you walked every day, and you got your weight off. If you misbehaved, I put you in isolation and gave you peanut butter on bran crisp as punishment. You get all that weight off for sure. And then there's a reset, right? That was the conversation. Why do you think that would help? Because I wouldn't feel like I'm sinking in quicksand. But you wouldn't change the inside of yourself. Everything that I've ever went through where there was adversity that I did not want to go through, that I would not have elected to go through, changed me for the better. Anybody else? Everything that I thought was meant for my harm, everything, Jill, everything that I said, I would have never chosen to go through that. But by going through it, it made me a better person. You're not going to be, when they come out with these pills 5 years from now, it's going to happen if the world turns. I said it would never happen. AI has convinced me that it will. 5 years from now, if the world keeps turning and God doesn't wrap this thing up, you'll be able to eat whatever you want, whatever, as much as you want, whatever you want, and that's what they want you to be able to do. You'll be able to do that and not gain a single pound. And people are going to elect for that right and left, and it's going to destroy you. It will absolutely destroy you and crush you because you'll not know how to deal with anything in your life. You'll never have to go through adversity. You'll never have to go through discomfort. You'll never have to cling to just the fight of fate. They want food or whatever comforts you to become your God. So you don't want that. You just think that you want it. Just like you don't want to go through this weight loss process, it's so good for you to do it. When this journal challenge, so good for you to do it. You got to work things out that you didn't want to work out. It's so good. So what we're doing this week, for those that are new or coming back or wanting to keep it top of consciousness, we're starting off with lesson 1 through 5. And lesson 1 is about how do we inspire ourselves to pick up the tool and use it when the fact is nobody's going to care about you enough to make you do it. My mama's here right now. My mama, she's the kind that says, if I said, I killed him, she'd say, well, how big a hole are we burying them in? I know that sounds awful. I'm using hyperbole. She probably turned me in. But my point is, she loves me. She'd do anything for me. She don't love me enough to make me eat right. She's not going to stand over me and knock it out of my hand. That's on me. In fact, she's going to try to feed me more. Yeah. Yours do it too, don't they? They're going to love you with food, knowing that I'm a food. I once exhibited the traits of a food addict. There's a yellow jacket in here. Oh no. Go away. So anyway, you've got to find it deep within. You've got to be inspired from deep within to pick up the tool and use it every day. The only way you'll do that, and if you're doing the journal challenge, you better work this out too. You better get in here and start on your why. What is your why? I like to use a couple of different resources in this awesome website. I like to go to digital worksheets, and I like to go to my vision for my life. And this is a good one to create and walk through. and it just gets your mind right. Do it as much as you want to, okay? As frequently and as often as you will, and it will change. Every time you do it, it will change. It'll be based upon your mind, your state of mind, your emotions, what you're going through in the moment. So here you'll notice that the worksheet is present tense. It's not something that's out in the future that you want, because it's already happened. When you decide and you do, it's done. In the Lord's eyes, it's done. When the Apostle Paul, when he had his conversion on the road to Damascus, Saul to Paul, he had a Saul to Paul conversion. The Christians didn't believe he changed. It took time for them to see that he had changed, but his change was instantaneous. And in God's heart and eyes, that's who he always was. In God's heart and God's eyes, you're full of love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, and faith, because you are in his likeness and image. I want you to talk about yourself in the present like it's already happened. Kind of look at it like you're telling the truth in advance. Now, mine's different because I've lost my weight, but it might say, I am in a size 32 pant when I was in a size 44. I am extremely disciplined with my food consumption because I know discipline equals freedom. I'm happy, gentle, joyful, and full of gratitude. I am a servant with a servant's heart. You don't say one day I'm going to be. I am now. In Jesus, I am now. And you met, these are things that create a vision. Like, yes, and how would my life be? How would my life benefit from me losing weight? Go ahead and feel it and see it. The same way we listen to, the same way that thoughts cross our mind and we feel, we have a thought, oh my gosh, you're not going to be able to pay the bills next week. That creates anxiety. That anxiety is a feeling that you're having based upon a thought that was most likely a lie. But now the anxiety, you want to escape that feeling. You want to get away from that feeling. That's a terrible feeling. And you'll use food as a coping mechanism just to escape that for a little bit. Then your problems are exacerbated. No. We don't want to do that anymore. We want to focus on the solution. And we want to have this in front of us. So this is what I'm doing. I'm not interested. I've got my mind filled with these good things, good thoughts, honorable, lovely, disciplined, and I am. And I'm going to obtain in Jesus. I'm going to have a song of praise. What happened to that, church? Were we going to let the devil steal our praise? Penny, are you going to let Satan steal your praise this week? Cindy, are you going to let him have your praise? Are you going to let the enemy take your song? So the way to combat that is have a vision. I love our vision tracker. Absolutely love it. It's like a slideshow. I can link it to the home screen of my phone. I go to my vision and my goals, and I put in slides. What are my pain? I don't want to show my body, but I put in painful pictures like I'm never being that again. Early on in my journey when I was struggling, I literally put a picture of me with my shirt off looking horrible. I put it in the fridge. Every time I'd open the fridge, I don't want nothing to eat. You got to have something to shake yourself. So you're trying to get, what are you trying to avoid? Maybe it's you're having to take insulin daily and you want to take less of it. So you got a picture in here of the syringes because that's painful to you. Maybe you've got a picture that somebody took when you're on the beach and you didn't feel good about yourself. Then you got the pleasurable. What is your why? Who are you in the Lord, and what is it you're trying to accomplish, and how would your life change? Pictures speak 1,000 words. It's just like when I say fat bus. I don't say insulin. Y'all have noticed that? That's good wellness coaching. You can't visualize insulin, but what happens when I say don't try to visualize a fat bus? You can't get it out of your mind. You can't. Try not to visualize it. Try not to visualize Mickey Mouse. Bet you just did. Try not to visualize a fire truck. Bet you just did. So we got to have imagery, not just words, but imagery. And we want imagery in there that inspires us to keep going. The people without a vision will perish. So you might use this week to sharpen the axe and then start next week with FastTrack. But we need you to start with a why. If you already kind of know what to do, like if last week was your first week, this is a good week for you to eat properly. If you still don't know what to eat after last week, get the FastTrack meal plan from Lisa. She'll give you the FastTrack meal plan, and it won't have everything you like on it because you're not a member and I don't know what you like. You're not in the system hearting the foods that you like. But we'll help you as much as we can without you being in that system. So we give you a meal plan and you just focus on, and you'll see the power and potency of the program if you follow it right. And it's easy to follow it right. You can lose up to 10% of your beginning body weight in your very first month. So if you start off at 300, that's 30 pounds. Is that worth it? Better be, because that's way above what they tell you should lose in your first month anywhere. So your first week, what should you lose? If you do it right, about 5%. About 5%. So you start off at 200 pounds, your first week, you can lose up to 10 pounds. Is it fat? No. It's water weight and glucose. The good news, still weight. And it had to go because we had to get you an EFB. And then later, you'll lose about 1% a week if you work at it. That's fast. So come go with us. We'll do you good. I want you to work on your why, and I need you to watch the FastTrack videos. Very important. FastTrack videos, you go into your video library, or actually the fastest place, go to dashboard, FastTrack. We go in FastTrack, and here are your videos, and I'm filling in the gaps between these FastTrack videos this week, lesson 1 through 5. Tomorrow's the shibboleth shield. Wednesday is whole food categories. Thursday, we start playing around with meal ideas and how to combine foods with the combination chart. And then Friday, we graduate. We wrap it up. Then you can go into the shibboleth journey, or, hey, this is good information, but I never want to hear Billy Bob talk again. I'm out of here. That'll work too. So we're going through this together, and we're earning the FastTrack digital badge by the end of the week. So I'm going to pause there for a minute. Great class today. We got 75 souls. Appreciate every one of you. Love you in the Lord. And I see Jill says, I don't own a credit card. We'll work it out. Reach out to Lisa. Tell her your situation. We never turn. That's why we don't have resources. We never turn anybody away over money. Never. Because it's life-saving. That's not good. But you got to value the program. If you don't value it, you won't get value out of it. If you value it like you paid $1 million for it, you'll get something out of it. And if you thank anybody after you lose all this weight, then I want you to thank Jesus and our partners. Our partners and Faithfully Fit members are the ones that are making this happen. We couldn't do it without them. So we appreciate them. Any questions or comments? Anybody? Feel free. We got a couple of minutes before we go to the other class. If you have any questions or comments.
Hey, Travis, I've got a couple of people that are interested, that are asking me questions about the program. So where do you want me to send them? To the Shibboleth or to the Faithfully Fit websites?
Shibboleth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Go to Shibboleth, and they, for $5 a month, cancel anytime. They get FastTrack, Journey, and Tiger. If they're not ready to sign up, We broadcast Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and provide them even a meal plan right there on the home screen without them giving any information.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We'll send them there. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I thrive on. I thrive on helping people lose weight. It means the world to them, and I want to help them if they have a willing, wanting heart. Anybody else? Everybody good? Hearts and minds clear? I know if you're new here, you're leaving going, I don't know what to eat. Get that meal plan from Lisa. Just show back up tomorrow. Trust the process. This is not a diet. Hey, Anna, this is not a diet. If you look at it like that, you will die. The first 3 letters of the word diet spell die. We're learning a lifestyle. And I grew up in a home where the Martin way of doing things, right or wrong, it was taught to me. And I was never given a piece of paper. I was given hugs. I was given love. I was given lectures. I was given butt whippings. When I grew up, my daddy put me in timeout too. When he got tired of spanking me, he'd take a timeout. So, yeah, I grew up that way. Good upbringing. And that's what we do here at Shibboleth. We got mamas here. We got daddies here. Sometimes you get a little bit of a spanking. Sometimes you get a lecture. Sometimes you get a hug. We're learning a lifestyle together that we all believe in. Everybody happy? If you're not, take it up with Jesus. All right. I'm going to close it out in prayer. I'll go meet with our journey folks now. It's 10:30. I'm going to hop in that other group. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. Thank y'all. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10, God willing. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, everybody.